loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Yeah, everybody.
Welcome back to the Eli Burgett podcast. And guess who's not your host today? That's right, the namesake, Eli Burgett. Our chief of staff, our head of the military, he's on vacation right now taking sabbatical because I think we drive him up a wall and piss him off significantly.
Mm-hmm.
So tonight it's just Cam, Adam, and Grant. And to be honest with you, we're sitting around a table eating pretzels. Probably 15 minutes into this, we're going to go start playing PGA Tour 2K23.
Yep.
So
We chose not to record video today. Not because it was too difficult, because we just...
Just change
we're
it
too
up.
lazy. Yeah. So we're here. Boys, how we doing today?
We're doing.
Someone had to ask it.
I'm tired.
Tired. It's been a long day.
It's a long day.
It's a hot one.
I probably pulled weeds for probably 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
But hey, I signed up to do it, so I pulled weeds, and gotta say, place looks good.
There you go.
No
That's the
weeds.
best feeling.
No weeds in sight. No weeds in sight.
Flower beds or garden? Or...
Flower beds. It was right out. I had to do. There's a flower bed out front, and there's a flower bed in front of the parking lot with some sprinkled in between the parking lot and all the way in the back of a big field house.
Nice.
So that took a long time. Was tedious, but the job's done. Now here we are.
There we go. Grant, I saw you were on the course today.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to fix my mic. Usually Eli does this for me, but we're here now.
If you hear any chewing, it's Colin. He decided not to say a word this entire episode. He's just going to eat into the mic to make Eli mad.
But he is here.
He is here.
He is absolutely 100% here.
He's not going to give any input to our conversation except the chews and crunches of some rolled gold pretzels.
Yep. Would you ask me something? You say something?
Did I ask him something? Oh, yeah, you were on the course today.
I was on the course.
So I got a snap from Grant. You had a nice little chip in today. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I did. Felt good.
He just sent the picture and said, made this from here.
Yeah, I think that's the same
The
one I
only
got.
thing that sucked about it was to save par because I messed up like 3 shots before that. But I had a probably 20-yard chip from just outside of the green.
Beast.
Kind of rolled down. Felt good. Then I
Beast mode.
marked down the par and I was like, oh man. But
You should have just gave yourself a 2. You were
Yeah.
by yourself. You
No,
should
yeah,
have
should've.
2.
yeah.
I went golfing with Tyler the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time I walked. And I thought walking would be way longer than riding a cart. We finished in 2 hours, which is the same amount of time for 9 holes in a cart.
Walking wears you out, though.
Yeah, I was definitely more tired. And it was Sunday. So I was tired already.
Yeah.
But I parred the par 3 immediately after. Hit 8 on the par 4 right afterward.
It doesn't matter.
I can't stand golf, but I love it, and I hate that I love it.
I've played 36 holes in the past 3 days. I'm addicted, dude. I got a problem.
Grant's on the course
He's got
every
the
day.
bug.
Grant's for grinding.
He's got the bug.
What can I say? I got done with 18 today in like 2.5 hours. I was flying.
By yourself.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it was just you.
Golf by
just me
yourself
and
is
those-
actually kind of fun.
It is. I threw on a podcast. Not
Yeah.
this one, but
You will.
different,
when it
yeah,
comes
no.
out Friday.
yeah, no.
And if any single golfers out there, I know, Gina, you love to hit the links. If you just want to throw an AirPod in and listen, you can listen on this phone, your iPad, your school computer. Just run those downloads up. Please and thank you.
Absolutely.
Might drop your golf score. We'll just give
It
you,
might, yes,
We'll
yeah.
just give you
Maybe.
inspiration, because, yeah.
Can you imagine hitting a shot and you just hear, welcome back to the Eli Burgett Show? And
Clubs in the pond instantly.
I wanted to talk about this real quick. So if you listen to last week's episode, we had a little portion of it where I talked about a bird
That owns you.
I have encountered. Not anymore.
Oh,
So I sent you guys that video the day after where I was in my little cart and I drove up to the bird. Bird flew away.
To be fair, you upgraded your equipment.
We don't gotta talk. They
You had a
didn't know
windshield.
that.
You needed a
They did not
windshield.
know that.
No,
We didn't
you
have to bring
needed
that
a
up.
windshield.
You needed 4 wheels and a windshield.
Couldn't just be a
I
man
didn't have a
about
door,
and
so
go
if
up there
it
with a
wanted to,
rake.
it still could have came in and attacked me. But anyways, after I drove up to it and it flew away, I haven't seen it since.
Wow.
It's probably going out and getting more hawks, but
Yeah.
You'll
Either
come
that-
back Monday. There's just a whole army.
yeah, just
What's up
waiting
now?
for me when I get to 15 bunker.
You don't see them all of a sudden coming out of the trees.
Yep.
They
Dive
just
bombing.
submerge on you.
Talons.
And
out.
they stop right before they hit you just to teach you a lesson and fly away.
Yep.
They just freeze in the air like a helicopter.
But for now, I alphaed the bird, so round of
Birdman.
applause.
Birdman
There you
Grant
go.
snaps for
Thank you.
Grant.
Yep.
So I didn't know what to talk about after Eli asked us how her day was
Yeah.
on the podcast. So I asked Braden as I was walking out the door, do you have, like, if you were to do this tonight, what would you talk about? He said something about the Holocaust, and I decided to not even touch that.
Yeah.
And then he said, how do you think, he said, how dangerous do you think wind is? Like, how many people do you think wind has accounted the deaths of? Which is kind of dark, but like,
Braden said this just off the top of his head.
he said he was talking about it with some kid at soccer the other night, but he was like, how dangerous is wind? What do you think kills more people in a year, wind or like shark attacks or something like that?
Well,
Definitely wind.
Not shark attacks, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely wind.
Okay, wind or car crashes?
Car crashes. I mean, well,
It just depends on what you're saying wind is. Like,
However you define
a
wind.
breeze picks up when someone's climbing a mountain and they fall down. Is that's wind?
that's
The wind
wind.
pushes them off.
I'd go car crashes.
Is a tornado wind?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know what else it would be.
What about like back in the olden days when everyone was on like the wooden ships and the crazy storms killed them? Is that the storm or the ocean or the wind?
Yes. I think it's just like all of them.
So wind.
It's like a hockey assist.
Yeah. Hockey assist from the wind.
The rock gets the goal. but
This is
the-
what he came up with.
So
to talk
basically,
about?
Braden gave us 30 seconds of content.
Yeah,
to
Braden
speak
would be
on
fired.
That was
Of
terrible.
wind. Maybe I should have listened to what he was saying about the Holocaust. Maybe that
Yeah.
would have been more interesting.
Yeah.
But we know how Braden gets with those lengthy rants he has.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't need those.
you never want to put those on the airwaves.
So not to get political, but
Here we go.
Eli, we're gonna tell you to go ahead and clip
Yep.
this right here.
Clip it.
Timestamp 7:45. Let's go.
Getting your passport sucks in America.
How was that political?
Well, it was a joke.
Oh,
Not actually getting political.
okay.
So I ordered my passport in like March or first week of April. It was supposed to be here weeks ago. Not here. I fly out Monday. So we called them. We were on hold for 3 hours yesterday. They said, basically, we don't know. We shipped it out. Not our problem. UPS, they gave us UPS tracking order. UPS said they didn't have it, and it was shipped out June 27th.
So just missing.
So yeah, and then my mom called this morning, got through when I was at work, and the lady's like, "Yeah, I can't talk to you because you're not the applicant." So
No
So-
way.
okay, that's cool. So we reached out to our state rep because I didn't know, but you can actually contact your state rep, and that's part of their job description is to help you.
Did you FaceTime them?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
FaceTime.
Who's our state rep? Don't we have
Ours-
We have what? 16? 15?
Ours is what's his name? Shout out to him.
Oh,
Um,
huge shout out to
Shout
I
out.
don't
Oh
know.
Shout
my
out
goodness,
him.
what's his name?
Paul Ryan.
Nope.
That's you.
Yep, that's me.
Joe
What's his
Biden.
Aaron Paul.
Troy Balderson. Troy
Oh,
Balderson.
I remember
Troy
his ads.
Yep.
Bolton.
Wasn't old enough to vote for him.
So he's helping us. His office, well, whoever's doing it's being pretty helpful. They found it. It's in San Diego. They shipped it out.
That's not too bad. That's
They
not
shipped
too
it
far
out,
from
and
you.
then it got sent back to them. So they shipped it to themselves, and they just left it there. Kind of weren't going to do anything with it. So now my options are either New York at 10 a.m. I got to be in Buffalo at the passport center to
Okay.
get my passport same day.
You can take this table and jump through if you want to.
Yeah, I was like, what's there to
Wait,
do in
tomorrow?
Buffalo?
10 a.m.?
Friday.
Oh.
Today's Wednesday.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So either have to drive through the night Friday to show up, or they're trying to overnight my passport to me, which I feel like that'd be the best option, but for some reason that's very difficult.
So you're gonna have to drive to Buffalo, New York, if they can't mail it to you.
Yeah. And another issue.
What?
This is a
Time
big
out.
deal. They should get like
Time
one
out.
plane just for Adam's passport.
I have multiple questions. Who are they just mailing it to? Who are they mailing it to in Buffalo?
No. They're not mailing it. You have to go get a whole new one.
But why have to go to Buffalo?
Because that's where the passport center is. There's one in like Detroit,
How
San
do they end up
Diego.
in?
San Diego just took my application. They decided they were going to process it there.
How did you apply for one in Ohio then?
So you apply for one
Okay.
on the website.
Okay.
Or, well, you get the form, write the paper. Right on-
Passport.com.
No, you just get the form from the post office.
Passport.icom US.
You go get your picture taken.
United States Passport.com.
You cannot do it online.
.gov.
Lost.
So you go to the post office. They just
Just
send
like
it off to
Adam's
them. You pay
passport.
like
Oh, okay.
$250.
Yeah. And then you go to CVS to get your picture taken.
Yeah, well, you do that. Then you go.
Okay. To the post office.
Yep. They send it off to you. You pay
And then
$250 for them to say that
passport.i.us.
you're a United States citizen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can go to that website.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
So basically, you're not a citizen.
Basically, right now they don't think I'm a citizen.
All this talk about illegal
Dang.
immigrants, and now look at you.
Yeah.
But yeah. You have to go through your state rep to get an appointment even, and they're hard to get. So I'm just grateful we got me one. So hopefully.
There's no shot he did anything. to-
Well,
to
his
help
office.
that. Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know. He could have.
No, there's no way.
My aunt used to like know him, so potentially. I don't
No,
know.
there's no way. Wait.
So who did
how
you-
Never mind. No.
Who did you who did you call
No
and who
way.
answered the phone?
When? Which time? I've been on the phone. Like,
Trying to contact Troy.
Bolton.
this
Troy
was
Burson.
more of a Lindsay McManus.
Mr. Bolton.
Shout out Lindsay McManus.
Shout out Lindsay.
Balderson.
Okay, Troy Bolton.
Bolton.
Yep.
High
Shout
School
out Lindsay
Musical.
McManus. She's been doing this while I was at work, but I think it's been email. I talked to some. He didn't speak very good English after we were on hold
okay.
for a while, and basically
If
said,
you had to guess the dialect, what would it be?
I don't know. It wasn't English.
That's not bad, but
Oh,
what's he sound
important part. You
Okay.
need your driver's license to get your passport, correct?
Yeah.
I lost my wallet a couple weeks ago. Went to the DMV.
like? Time out. You haven't had a license or wallet for a couple weeks now?
Yeah, I had to
You
order a
drove
new
here?
car. Yeah.
Chat, clip it.
Well, all right. So, rewind. This is a whole situation. so I
my
lost
God,
that.
This is way better than Braden's shitty win story.
Do you think wind has killed more people than car crashes?
So I lost
Proceed.
that. So I got a new one on July 3rd. So I got my little paper one. I guess you can't use that to get your passport. And the other one, I called the DMV. The lady basically said, I don't know. We mailed it. It's kind of not our problem, and hung up. And yeah, I said, can I use my paper one? She's like, I don't know. Not really my job. Can't answer that.
So what are the odds that you
helpful.
miss out on Costa Rica?
0%. No, because I will
explain.
drive to Buffalo, New York, Friday.
So they have your passport in Buffalo.
No, they're gonna make me one right
They're going to make him one at the center. His passport's in San Diego right now.
Okay.
They can either ship it to him overnight, or he could drive to Buffalo and get it, or he could go to passport.us.com and make his own.
That seems much easier, but I don't know. why
Make
you
his
just didn't
own.
do that in the
That
first
sounds
place.
slightly. Yep, that's legal. But so alternate forms of ID. You
So
can
it's
take an
driving
old
without a
work ID,
license.
a school ID, or your old yearbook. So I might be pulling into the passport station
Nuh-uh.
with my old yearbook.
You should get like the
You have your birth certificate?
2013
Yeah,
East
you
middle
need
school.
photo identification.
Uh-huh.
So I have my social security.
The Viking newsletter is your photo identification?
That'd be wild. And you can also take someone as a witness. Like, yeah, I knew this person, which I don't feel like
Just
that's
take
very.
me.
Please
Take me and
please
I
take
will
one
say-
of us.
I will
I
say
would deny
no.
so hard.
Lindsay's already going because I
He
don't.
held a gun to my head this entire trip. He told me to come.
But I feel like that's
Please
not
help
very
me.
Sir,
reliable.
I hope you know Morse code because I'm blinking like a mofo
You could
right
just
now.
you could just take someone and be like, yeah, I know this guy, and you just sign off on it, and you'll be not that guy.
How do you think I'm here? I don't have a green card.
So that's my
That's talking politics with Adam.
yeah. Basically, the government sucks because every agency I've called just has been useless. Like
Yeah.
this is what my taxpayers going to.
Yeah.
Except Troy Balderson, he's getting my vote.
Shout out Troy.
Troy Bolton.
Troy Bolton, man. Alexa has to get a passport and she hasn't applied yet.
When's she leaving? Is she going?
December.
Okay, she'll be alright.
But I mean,
Yeah,
if you're having
she's ahead of this.
if you're having this much of an issue,
She should do it like now.
she should do it now.
Yep.
Because
do it now.
Alexa, baby girl, I love you. But something like this is bound to happen to you as well.
Just go.
Yeah, my mom said last night, like you have to give them your birth certificate, or you don't have to, but like if you do, you ship it to them and they ship it back to you. It comes in a plain white envelope.
Yeah, that's how your passport comes and stuff.
Like it looks like junk mail, and you have to check it, or else you just throw it away.
They can't put something that's on there that says like U.S. passport on there. I feel like
Yeah,
the mail sorters might just be like snag.
I just never put that together.
Yeah.
What is the point of a birth certificate? So the government can spy on us?
Guess.
What is the point?
Just
What is not the? I'm confused. I don't understand
Feel
the
like-
question.
that way you can
I feel like
say,
it's
yeah,
pretty
this
important.
Just to say, like, hey, this guy was born here.
is, or so you playing the right
born
league in
here
Little
at
League.
this, like,
No way you don't have a 14-year-old
That's
playing
true,
with
that's true,
12-year-olds. I
true.
think that's the main reason.
That's
honestly.
that's a good point. I didn't even
Little
think
League
of that.
baseball.
11U baseball.
You don't want a 12-year-old.
You're
Nope.
right.
That's cheating. So I was thinking, I was like,
Carlos,
you don't need a
Bench
passport
I am
to
12.
leave the country, right? You just need a passport to get back.
No, you need a passport to leave.
Yeah, you definitely need one to leave.
Because if you're
To
leaving the country, you're entering another one.
another one, so they got to make sure that you're a citizen. Yeah.
I feel like feel like Costa Rica wouldn't
Is
care.
this your first time leaving the country?
No.
Where'd you go?
I've been to Mexico for a week. I've been on a cruise,
you do?
couple cruises. Went to a resort in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the other
There was this
activities.
one time in 1945. He was in the Pacific Asian islands.
But I feel like you could just pull up to U.S. Customs with like American flag Speedo on. Like
You know,
American
you're
flag
right.
draped around
You're
you with,
making
like,
a lot of
cowboy
good
hat.
That would not be a red flag.
They'd be like, all right, that
TSA.
dude's definitely American. Like, you know the ammo straps that
Oh yeah.
like Rambo wore? Just fill this with like beer cans. Be like, yep, that's an American.
That's funny we are doing all this passport talk because it came up with Alexa and my mom last night. And then today, the person whose rabbits I was watching, he just got back from
You got a count of how many of those are.
Five died, 11 still alive.
5 died?
Let's go.
Cam.
Well,
No, 5 died.
no, I'm going to explain.
If this was shooting 3-pointers, you would be all NBA. So
Yeah. I feel horrible about it. And he and his wife were both very, very nice about it. Like,
Were they their kids' rabbits?
They were like, I'll explain. They're like, it happens, it happens all the time. We've had them die when we're home. Like, it's okay. And I still felt bad, but I told her, I was like, don't pay me. I do not want paid. Like, I've lost you plenty enough money. He's like, again, it's okay. Come after work and come get your money. So I pull in the driveway and I get out of the car, and his son comes out of the garage pointing at me and goes, "Murder!" I was like, "Yep, get him out now." But anyway, he was in Montana and he was doing a bunch of hiking, and he went to a spot in Canada to hike, and he said the post. First off, the post isn't any bigger than the room we're in right now, and it opens and closes, so it doesn't open till 7:30.
So you can just...
No, like, if you're in Canada, you can't get back to the U.S. if you
Oh.
miss the time, you know what I mean? But he said they got...
you just go around the post? Like, walk around?
I mean, it's just 4 us on each side. I don't know, he'd
Probably.
probably... I mean, we would... That's something we would try.
I feel like it's Canada. They'd be like, eh.
Well, that's what he's saying. He was like, so at 7:30 in the morning, it opens. The U.S. walks up. The Canada walks up, like, to the border. They talk to each other for a second, and then they each move their respective cones back to their post and start taking cars.
That's
But
crazy.
He was like, when he went into Canada, the guy in Canada was like, "Oh, what are you doing today?" Like, talking to him, and he was like, "Do you have any weapons with you?" And he was like, "No." He's like, "Do you have any bear spray?" And he was like, "Well, I meant to, but I forgot it." He goes, "Oh, you're gonna need that." He was like, "Yeah, probably." But he was, and then when he went to the United States side, he was like, they were very strict, like by the book, like no goofing around. I mean, it just proves the point. Canadians are nice people.
sorry.
I feel like there's not a lot of people like sneaking into Canada.
And I was like, it was a dumb question. I was like, do you have to show your passport even if you're just like walking into Canada? He was like, yeah. Like, I guess that's the point of a passport.
probably.
Do they show it in Europe?
Mm-hmm.
Because they just walk like door to door and they're in another country.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
know.
You know what I mean? Like,
mean,
you
going
like
in-
you hop on a bus from Spain to Portugal.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something in, like, they have like a license. You know how we have driver's license? I feel like it's something like that, and they get approved to be. I could be wrong, but I feel like I heard this.
Is that? Oh, I was gonna say, is that true or?
I want to go to Europe. You guys want to go?
No, I honestly have no desire to ever go to Europe. Maybe Italy.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. I just
Would you rather go to like Central and South America?
yes over Europe. Yeah.
Really?
I like the tropical stuff, and like I'm sure Europe's probably cool, but I don't know. Just doesn't really appeal to
That's
me.
interesting.
I'd rather go to an island or to Hawaii or like Central or South America than Europe.
I'd like to do either, but I do want to go to Europe.
So I thought you were really big into like history in high school, weren't you?
Yeah, I liked it. I just
Surprised
Nah,
me that you
I
don't
like
want to
the
go to Europe
wars.
because of how much.
I just like the wars in high school. I thought that was cool. Oh,
But you
that
don't
sounds
wanna go
Which
bad.
side? Which side would you say more aligns with your
Of which war? There's been a couple,
favorite?
2 or 3.
Let's just go through the gauntlet. Let's start at the beginning.
My favorite war to learn
Name
about.
every war starting from 1900 on, and I want dates.
We got World War One,
What are the dates?
1910 to 1914.
Wrong.
Skipped a couple.
1914 to 1918.
You have these memorized?
Go on.
I feel like there's probably a small conflict in between there. but it doesn't
the
matter.
big ones.
Back-to-back World War champs, not the
What,
not the flags.
were the years? World War II.
1940 to 1944.
Close. 39 to 45. Next.
Do we count the Cold War? I mean, that was kind of like people just yelling at each other,
Yeah,
calling them names.
yeah. There's a span between there, but
It's
yeah.
like- Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of finger pointing and like, I'm gonna do it. It's like, no balls.
Mhm.
It's like,
What are the dates?
You're right.
What are the dates of the Cold War?
Like 1951
Close.
to 1973.
I'm not sure of the start date. I think the start date is like
There's an exact
Nin-
start date to the Cold
not
War.
really, but it's
I
like
was gonna say.
1945 to
Oh,
89.
I thought we were cool in 45 because we just ended the war with.
Yeah, but then that's why we formed NATO just to
Oh.
watch the Russians, the Marshall Plan, all that jazz. You
Then
know.
there was like the Korean War,
Good,
Vietnam.
good. People forget about the Korean
Gulf.
War. Good.
I don't really know much about that.
I don't either. I just know it's forgotten.
I read a book one time and it just seemed like it was cold, and that was it.
Yeah.
And we got Gulf War, then we got Desert Storm. That's not really a war though.
I-
That's kind of like
After Vietnam, I have no clue.
I think Adam got most of them besides the 6 that he skipped prior to World War One.
I said 1900 on.
Oh, I missed
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
there's 6 prior.
I pulled them up. I have them
You
here.
count like French and Indian
Civil
War,
War or Revolutionary War,
Yep.
Civil War. Or is there one between that?
War of
3,
1812,
1812.
Civil War 1, 2.
This one
Texas
is
Revolution.
this one's. It's called Indian Wars from
Oh, that's-
1817
that's just
1898.
white people, white settlers fighting the Indians. It was.
Fighting First Nation. Thank you.
Guardians.
There's nothing.
Careful. And then
I mean, that's the most basic way. There's like white people like, yo, this is mine. And Indians like, hold on, I've kind of lived here for hundreds of years. And white people like, nope,
It's usually how it goes. That's
I got guns.
of
Pew
history.
pew.
that's the West Coast offense for the white people.
Oh,
Indians were Notre Dame style football versus a air raid Ohio State offense.
it's Navy versus USC.
USC versus Navy. Oh,
God.
we're not proud, but it's our history, boys.
Was the Texas Revolution on that? I feel like the
It said
wasn't there a war with Mexico too?
Mexican American War
Mexican-American.
from 46 to
Teddy Roosevelt.
48,
We got
Rough Rider.
Texas, didn't we?
and then Civil War.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got them all. Spanish
You know,
American.
Texas has been a part of 3 countries.
Texas, Mexico, and America. Because weren't they their own country for a minute? I feel like they were.
Texas, the United States, and the Confederate States.
Well, they're part of America too, or Mexico.
Yeah, but I mean, they weren't a
I
country.
think
I
part
guess
of
it was
them was.
property.
We claimed them.
Well, I was gonna go somewhere after our passport talk, but then we got into wars. I completely forgot.
Oh, we were talking about Europe, and Grant said,
Oh yeah.
"Don't you like wars?"
Oh yeah.
My favorite
that's
war to
true.
learn about is World War II.
Yeah,
That
I
was
mean that's no brainer.
pretty cool. New movie coming out about it. I feel like we discussed.
I
it
watched
earlier.
Dunkirk
Oh.
the other day.
I haven't seen that.
That's good.
It's very good. And Tom Hardy's character is a pilot. Absolute dog. He's an ace. Kills everyone in a plane
Heck yeah.
with no fuel. Spoiler alert.
I feel like there's a lot of movies about World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of them now.
Shoot. I remember what I was gonna say. I want to go back to DC, really bad.
Yeah, I haven't been since.
I haven't been since 8th grade,
Yeah,
and like, it was really fun in 8th grade, but also, I'm still broke, but like, I can buy my own food now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to follow Chimple's itinerary everywhere we go.
I do. feel
Actually,
like
congratulations to him. He's a new high school AD.
finger
Snaps.
snaps. Like you've learned so much more since 8th grade. You could appreciate so much more stuff instead of just like
You can spend as much time as you want wherever
those are
you
cool
are.
shoes or that's a cool jacket or something. Like,
Maybe I'll get to meet another transgender in the bathroom. That was
yeah,
a fun story.
Yep,
highly likely.
Yeah.
Highly likely. no.
definitely.
But what if? And I know our lordship isn't here right now, who's in charge of all this. But what if we went? Oh, that's a bad idea. I was gonna say, what if we went to DC for spring break? But it's probably flooded with middle schoolers at that time.
Yeah.
And dumb expensive
Yeah.
to be anywhere close to DC.
And cold.
It wasn't that bad when we
Yeah,
were there.
but like, even if we went to Alabama, we still had to wear a hoodie.
yeah,
Like, I don't. We're gonna have to travel far, which
Vegas.
I don't want to travel far if we're gonna have 2 full days there. You know what I mean?
We'll just have to go longer.
True.
Adam's spitting. I like the idea. I do want to go to DC here soon because
Maybe,
haven't
what
been
if-
in a
what if
while.
it's
or maybe
boring now,
this
though?
weekend, us 3 just pack up and go to DC.
Yeah. Wait, I go to Buffalo. You guys just hop in the trunk.
Bingo.
We just
We're
swing
there.
by,
Bingo. I'll see you there.
catch a Yankees and Nationals game on the way back, and stop in
Are they
Philadelphia.
Are they playing in DC this weekend?
No, because we're gonna be in Buffalo.
We're gonna be in
Oh.
Buffalo.
Drive through New
I
York.
thought he like knew that off the top of his
Then-
head. Like
Yeah.
the Yankees are in DC this weekend. I'm like,
Yeah, I think the Pens are playing the Nationals.
you're not a fan of either of those teams.
Also, the Yankees also famously play in Buffalo, New York.
Oh,
No, swing through New York City. I'm sure it's
So
close.
I don't know if you guys
I
saw
do wanna
this
go to New York
today.
City.
This is pretty big news in sports. The Yankees historically, 2 jerseys. They have like a.
Did you send me this, or did I just see this on Instagram?
I didn't send it to anyone. I was scrolling through Twitter today and I saw it. And like I don't know if you know this. I think he does. They have like a hair policy. You can't have hair
Yeah.
past your shoulders. You can't have
Facial hair.
more facial hair than just a mustache. And
I
like
fit-
super
I
traditional.
would fit right in.
Can't wear like bright colored cleats, all that. But today they sold an advertisement on like their sleeve. So now they have a patch on like their left sleeve, I think. And like all of these like old heads in the comments were like all upset. Which I mean,
I kind of get. I hate the Braves have a big yellow patch that says Quick Read on there. It's so ugly. Every uniform just
Or like
gray uniform is just like why?
Or
I don't
like
really
the-
care.
the Oklahoma City with the giant yellow love sticker that they have on their
it's
jersey.
So stupid.
I don't really care for most teams. Like they get a ton of money from those little advertisements, but it feels different for the Yankees,
Yeah,
like because
I
they're
agree.
already one of the biggest like organizations in sports. Like how
Yeah.
much money are you really getting from a little patch if you're like all that tradition? I don't know.
I don't really like all the advertising on the jerseys in general. Or in the pitcher's mound, you used to look back and see Roku or something back
Meyer.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just kind of weird. But I get it. Whatever gets the money.
Did you watch the All-Star game last night?
I watch bits and pieces of it.
I didn't really watch a whole lot. I saw like the first inning and
Yeah, I got hyped because Ronnie hit a good ball and then all of a sudden makes a good catch against Wall. Cool catch.
I wasn't staying up to watch
No.
Diaz.
Did you guys
That
see
was the only guy I
the
was there
pitch in the
for.
bottom of the 5th? That was a good one.
Yep, saw that one.
Yeah, didn't watch. I have no
Wasn't a
idea.
fan of the uniforms.
I was gonna bring this up. I feel like they should just go back to wearing road uniforms and
Yep.
road uniforms and home
Yep.
uniforms. I feel like that's cool. Like I like that.
I like it. I mean, you could do that for basketball too, but I do like a lot of the jerseys that they've done for basketball
I agree.
because like usually they like incorporate like some element of
Aspect
the
of
city
the
that
city
they're
that's
in.
hosted in.
Yeah.
And like they try to do that with the Mariners, but they literally just put, or well, I guess Seattle. They try to do that with Seattle, but they just made the jerseys the Mariners colors.
Yeah.
And they look terrible.
Yeah, they're bad. Mariners have cool jerseys though.
They do, but like, I don't know, man. Those jerseys were not it.
What do you think about the home run derby? Like, I see both sides of the argument. I like the more action with the timed ones, but also Like when you think of a dinger swinger, you think of a big boy who's not gonna be in shape.
Dinger swinger.
Dinger
Yeah,
swinger.
dinger swinger.
Dinger swinger.
I think of Eli
So like
calling us
big guys
jumped
get
out
tired.
of his seat
I feel like big guys
and
just
is
get
reaching
tired
for
now.
more pretzels after you've said dinger swinger.
So I kind of like I understand the timed round, but also I just want to watch a ball land and see a big guy just get up there just taking hacks.
You know, I have the complete opposite take. I thought it was more. I hated the wait till it lands, and the pitcher just has to stand there and wait. If you want to hit as many home runs as you can, just go rapid fire.
No, I'm saying like
and they
I
do
want to go
get.
back to the outs.
How does the out work?
You get 10 outs, and an out is when you don't hit a home run.
Okay.
But I mean, you can like take a pitch if you don't like the pitch, and that's not an out.
I feel like there should be you get 3 takes, everything else swing away.
Okay, I was thinking about
Do you
this.
think Troy Bolton knows Rob Manfred? We can get him on the line.
Nah, we should just fire
Should
Rob
we
Manfred.
get Lindsey on the horn?
Yeah.
If you had to rank the home run derby, 3-point contest, and dunk contest, 1 to 3, what would you?
I personally for me, maybe I'm biased because I play baseball, but I mean I played basketball. Well, I was on the basketball team. Let's be real here. I was on the team. I got a uniform.
Westfall 2019.
Your highlights are on YouTube.
Yep. Go check them out. I like home run derby, dunk, and then 3-point.
That's 1 to 3. I
Mine's
think it's flipped for me.
You like 3-point the best?
mine goes 3-point derby dunk.
I guess it really.
I take it back. 3-point dunk derby.
Yeah, it really depends on the year for me for dunk contest. Like if I don't like watching the rookies dunk. Like I know they're trying to make a name for themselves, but I mean I don't know if they get like a big like an Aaron Gordon in there or something.
Yeah.
It'll be exciting that year. But I think 3-point is.
Really, I never watch 3-point contest. No, I just get I'm like, eh.
I mean, I'm never be like, oh, the 3-point contest is on tonight. Obviously, I know it's All-Star Weekend, so I'm going to turn something on. But like, I think 3-point contest is fun to watch just because.
Does anyone actually watch the celebrity games also, like in any sport?
No.
I've never like sat down and watched longer than
Sometimes
2 minutes of one.
Like you're up at 2 a.m. They'll play like a rerun or
Yeah.
something on a Saturday. You're like, it's nothing else on.
Yeah. Kevin Hart's going for his 17th MVP.
See some fat actor out there on the baseball field. But other than that,
And then
what
they
about-
had like real Hall of Famers this year, and
Oh, I didn't know that.
like Ryan Howard. You remember him from the Phillies?
He's just
You big boy.
He's just shelling
I think
people.
he hit over like 500 home runs in his career, and he's only like 45. He was just out there. Like, what is he doing?
That's kind of cool though. I'd almost prefer that than have Common go out there.
It's like JoJo Siwa
I was just about to say
playing first base.
Just-
Ryan Howard hits a nuke at her.
I'd rather like if Magic Johnson were to step on the court, even if he played 2 minutes, it'd be cool to watch. Like he wouldn't do anything, but it's still cool.
I like when they take athletes from other sports, and I mean, like I don't like the celebrity games in general, but like
Yeah.
when they used to have Usain Bolt play in the All-Star basketball game,
Yeah.
that was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Or like DK Metcalf this year.
Yeah.
Does anyone actually watch the NFL stuff?
I did this year.
Did you?
I like
What,
watching
like
the skills challenge. It's not what it's called.
It's called something. Yeah, I know what you're talking. We
Yeah.
don't.
Did you watch?
I watched the real thing this year, and it was like more. It wasn't fun to watch. It was more enjoyable than previous years.
The flag football?
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. When the Derby was on the other night, my father famously knows a lot, low IQ. Turns out I think he has a tinge of social autism, if that's a thing, because he doesn't understand that like the home run derby's an American classic. Like people want to watch dingers. He turns on, he goes, "This is it? They just sit there and hit the ball?" Yeah, that's what they do. Like that, they're supposed to do that. He goes, "I guess this is the most fun part of baseball, but like people just pay all this money to go watch them hit the balls," and he didn't realize.
I would definitely go to home run derby.
Oh yeah.
Well, he didn't realize that they were going against each other.
Oh, he thought they were.
Oh, they were just hitting.
They were just standing at the plate and like, watch this dog. But like, I explained that it's a competition, and he was like, oh, this is way better. And then Julio hits 41. He's like, all right, turn it off.
It's like the greatest round ever. All time.
Can we turn on Motor Trend TV? I gotta watch them rebuild this 56 Chevy.
All time awesome round from Adley Rushman though. He overtime he switches. He's a switch hitter, and then Luis Robert comes up and just like blows him out of the water.
Which I thought you had a really good round. I was like, oh, he's going to move on. And then,
Like Twitter was like, yeah, Adley for like 5 minutes, and then Luis Robert puts up like a 29, and he's just, yeah, all right, this is over.
basically, Camden is fired from being tech guy. He messed up me and his audio.
Yeah, whatever.
It
It
stopped.
stopped
for a
because I
couple-
got an iPhone 3.
Couple
Anyway,
minutes, but we're back talking about dingers.
yeah, we're sitting there. Dad's watching the Derby. He was like, they just sit here and just hit the ball. Like, people pay all this money to come watch them stand there and hit the ball. And I was like, well, yeah, like that. He's like, well, I guess this is the most fun part of baseball. He didn't understand that it's a competition, that they're going against each other. He just thought all these people are going to watch them just sit there and hit dingers. And then he was like, oh, that's awesome. And then Julio hits 41, and he was like, awesome. Let's turn on Motor Trend TV.
You see the kid get hit in the face by Vladdy?
Yes, that was
Right to the
hilarious.
So does that kid, like, sue, or he just have Vladdy sign the ball and wear it?
Vladdy shouldn't even sign the ball. Kid had a play on it. He had his glove. He's on the field to catch the ball. He fumbled the bag.
Make a play, kid.
That's an E7
Dude.
all day.
On the hop, on the
Yeah.
hop.
The announcers were so bad. My dad made a good point yesterday. They should just put Joe Buck in center field for the home run derby. Like, put him at his desk there, and like with no net or anything. Like, and if he gets hit, he just has to get out of the way.
I think it should just be everyday fat people just out there running around.
That'd be all. And if they get tired, they just have to lay there and take shells.
They should line people
Like
up
World War I trench
No.
warfare.
like a firing squad. Just line them up on the infield.
What if
Last person standing wins $1 million.
so the Astros never really got like punished for the whole
COVID
thing?
bailed them out.
Yeah. I had this thought today. What if they just blindfolded the entire team and put them out there for the home run derby?
Do they have gloves?
I think no. Well, they're blindfolded, so it doesn't.
No, they get gloves. They get gloves.
Sure, yeah, whatever. But you have to stand out there for the entire home run derby, in like either right or left field, whatever batter is up, and then I think after that we can forgive them.
No, never. I saw the Astros at mascot. I just want Blooper to come up and RKO him. He had a box of
Blooper.
tissues, holding it to all the kids that were booing him. It's like, you guys cheated. I don't get it. They cheated.
Who's the? I just watched like 3 TikToks about him. He's the pitcher who struck out Carrera and then like did the sad face to him.
Joe
or
Joe
whatever.
Kelly.
Yes.
Hey.
I watched that highlight, him on the Dodgers,
Yeah.
and then him when he hit the Yankees player because he went in studs up and hit the second baseman,
Joe Kelly is he's.
and then Joe
doesn't
Kelly
care.
just hit the batter right in the arm and got tossed.
Have you seen the video of him? I think it was during COVID. He was like getting work in his backyard, and he made like a little TikTok. He put up this big net, and like in his backyard so that he could like pitch into it. And he starts the video, and then he throws, misses the net, the ball goes through his window, and he's like, "Yeah, Joe Kelly is awesome though."
No, I like that take on the Astros though. They should every batter, 4 people on that team should get to stay in the infield.
I think
Yeah,
that's part of the
survive.
reason why people still don't like them. Like they obviously would still not like them if they were punished, but like it feels like nothing happened.
Manfred came out and said that he let him off the hook easy.
Like they
don't-
just won a World Series. Like how is that even?
Did
You
they
gotta
get
do
that taken away or
something.
no?
No,
No.
Manfred just said, "Oh well, it was an accident. Oops."
So I feel like some kind of punishment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
You know George
Okay.
W. Bush was supposed to be the commissioner of baseball,
Yeah,
what?
I
Yeah.
saw that.
Big Rangers guy.
just because he was like a party animal and like his dad was obviously the president,
Then you just accidentally became
Oh.
president.
and then he became president because
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was almost the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, or is that
What?
no?
Condoleezza Rice,
Condoleezza Rice. Who's Ruth Bader Ginsburg? Who's
was
that?
a judge?
Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, no, okay.
She was like
Yeah.
had cancer.
No, I had 2 names in my head,
Old.
and I
No,
picked
she's
one,
she's dead.
and it was the
Yeah,
wrong
she's
one.
dead.
Yeah.
But, like,
No, she had cancer.
I thought I
No,
thought
she-
she died from too many birthdays.
No, she had cancer.
I'm almost certain it was an overdose on birthdays.
Almost certain it's cancer.
Eli, Colin, let's look that up, please.
Hold on, sir.
Jamie.
Why did Ruth Bader Ginsburg die?
Why?
What? Cancer! How cancer shaped Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's life and work.
Almost head coach of Cleveland Browns.
Almost.
Ginsburg died of complications from. That looks like a metastatic pancreatic cancer.
No, that's cancer.
At the age of
87. I feel like it was a 1-2
That's
punch.
a
I
little-
feel like we
yeah.
both are right.
Hockey assist.
The only one who wasn't
another
right was
hockey-
me.
moment of silence for Bailey Ginsburg. And time. Thank you.
Yep. Dingers.
I had a thought and then Cam distracted me.
Sorry. What time we at? Because I got a
I
real
don't know
bad
what time
itch to
you're
go
at.
play some 2K PGA Tour.
Yeah, we're only at 4 minutes, guys. We gotta keep
We,
going. Sorry,
we-
up to 5.
We play a quick round of whatever we did last time. I can't remember the name. Wavelength.
Yeah, we can play that.
Call it a day.
I like it.
Or do you guys have anything
So we
else?
have to name actors?
We can.
Oh, no. I don't
no.
know if
Like
you
the
said-
number.
Yeah, I got you.
But every time there's silence, someone has to. You just have to speak. You just have to hum a song or something.
What?
Make it harder. There can't be any radio silence. You have to hum or make some type of. Yes. Colin's gonna chew
Colin will
for
make
us.
the noise.
No, I can't wait for Eli to hear that editing
Hey,
process.
you know what's gonna be the best part? We're not gonna tell him.
He'll
He
listen
won't
to
know.
this whole thing. I promise.
He has to.
He'll get the clips.
He doesn't
because
trust us.
Because he's our friend and he doesn't trust us.
Do you think he
he's
even
looking
expects
out for
audio
us.
from us? He probably thinks we're gonna forget.
Well, it's a podcast, so
Well, he's
probably.
Eli's a wizard, so he's gonna figure out how to stitch up the two things I messed up.
He's not gonna be surprised
He'll figure
when he
it
gets
out.
2
I mean,
files from
it
Cam.
can't be
Usually,
that hard.
Usually we do this thing on every week, or it comes out Friday, and we do it on Friday, and he's got it out by midnight, or we do it on Thursday, and he's got it out by midnight. He's a dog. He's a beast. That's why Joe Michael Buck wants him, or Michael Buck, the guy from ABC.
Condoleezza Rice.
Oh, I know what I was
Ruth
gonna say.
Bader Ginsburg.
Gator wins Lisa. Go.
Get her bins. What?
Just talk.
I was just gonna say that Pete Rose should have been in the Hall of Fame.
What about Bonds?
Mixed emotions. I don't know.
He gets a thumbs up for
I don't
me.
know. He's still a cheater, kind of like the Astros.
Some of the stats, like when you look them up for Bonds, are just
No, they were
insane.
crazy. When he
Like,
got
if he-
walked with the bases loaded, that's wild.
In one of his
That's
seasons,
wild.
if he went up to the plate without a bat, he would still have like an on base percentage over like 350. Or
I
something,
did see that. Yeah,
which is
that's crazy.
wild.
That is a wild stat. He hit the ball very hard.
He had a
Yep.
big head, big fat head.
Big
Well,
head,
no.
big
At the beginning of
arms.
his career, he did
No,
not.
I know. I know it's because of all the steroids. that were
He just worked
pumped
out
into him like a
really
fish.
hard.
His head.
Yep, his skull doing ear raises or something.
Colin.
All right, wavelength.
All right, who wants to go first?
I forgot a place. So you go.
Yeah, Grant goes.
I'll guess first.
Okay,
We
so
know.
close your eyes.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right, Cam, we're good.
8.
I was knocking on the table for you. Come on.
Where are they? Damn it.
Adam, you got a topic?
Types of water. Bottled
Like
water.
brands.
Yep. Brands.
Okay.
Dasani.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Adam.
Candy.
Candy.
All right.
I feel like this will be dead giveaway, but
That's the point.
like
If Adam doesn't get his number, we have to take this giant map, and Grant and I get to throw a dart, and wherever it lands, he has to go.
to get my passport.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Black
Candy's looking
licorice.
real big over there.
It's kind of tough with two people. You only
Yeah.
get
Yeah, but like the
Shoot.
answer's one.
hold on. We'll do one more. I'll ask Grant one more question.
Okay, so it's not one.
Well, it is. I just wanted.
Did I get it right?
One more question.
Good job, Adam. You didn't.
Yeah.
You did.
It's 2.
You didn't.
It's 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's 2. All right.
Yeah!
Didn't get it though.
Black licorice are those little strawberry candies that
Should've
all
said
your grandparents
Whoppers.
What is if black licorice is number 2? What's number 1?
have. I feel like there's stuff worse than black licorice. Just can't think of it. right now.
Twizzlers.
What?
I'm just kidding.
No.
Twizzlers are bad though.
Any other Starburst flavor? but
Whoppers
yellow?
are trash.
Whoppers are trash.
Oh, that's with the
I
burger.
think that's probably a good one.
I mean,
Whopper.
We'll do 3 next time.
Alright.
We'll do 3 for Adam. All right.
I do remember something I was going to bring up. It's sad. I'm not going to bring it up. Basically, the food pantry in Hilliard burnt down. It's right next door to where I work.
Dang.
did you do it? I mean,
No,
you killed the rabbits.
it's ironic because some AAU tournament gave us a bunch of like these applesauce things to hand out to people that came in to promote their stuff.
No.
We had like 6 whole boxes left, huge boxes. So I wheeled them all over to the food pantry, and they were like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna feed
So you
many
did all
families."
this for nothing.
And then the whole back of the food pantry just burns down where they keep all the food. So that's sad.
Most important thing is
But
you,
I
you
did-
wheeled them over there for nothing. though.
Nope. I snagged a box and I have one at the house, and I eat it every day for
You
lunch.
took from the poor? Really?
I took from the field house before I gave to the poor.
What if that's a kid right there? Doctor's like, sorry. Or the person's like, sorry, we ran out of applesauce.
I'm gonna say
You
it's
die.
delicious. Okay,
Kids-
back to the
Kids
game.
with 3 at once. This is a good kid.
NFL player.
Okay.
The long snapper from
Um,
the Cardinals.
Ooh, this is tough. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown. That's a basketball
That's
player.
not.
Jalen Hurts. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, okay. I was very confused. I said, this is hard. All right.
That's not the best one, but I give you a topic now.
Yeah. And then I'll give you one more. Since
Yeah.
I just gotta think of mine, 'cause
Yeah.
So probably about a 3.
Oh, this is hard. Video game consoles.
3 of them total.
You got to reach deep in the bag for this one because I couldn't think of anything else.
I think Xbox is probably.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I think that one's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll go times of day.
What? That's so subjective.
Lunch.
Huh?
Yeah, that's all right. Actually, yeah, no, that's not bad.
Okay.
When lunch hits, yeah. I think that's pretty good.
I can't wait for
This
Adam
is
to
a
go to
very wide range.
Papua New Guinea to get his
If you're
passport.
still listening,
Thank you.
All right. I'm
Shout
say
out
what
you.
your number
just
is
gonna
right
say 7.
now. Hey, it was 8.
It was 8.
yeah.
Well, I didn't think you'd put Xbox at 8, so I thought
It
Xbox.
ain't 10.
I thought
It ain't 1.
Xbox was gonna be like 6 or 5, and then you said
Wow.
lunch, and I was like, lunch is
I
kind
don't
of mid.
know what else. I had
Lunch
PS4, Xbox, and then Wii.
I was
I
thinking
guess there was Nintendo. And
GameCube. Yeah.
Oh, like all that.
Pool.
All right. All right, one more.
Wait, I already guessed.
Oh,
Very good.
you're not guessing. We gotta pick.
Oh, we got to
number.
pick a number. Right.
No, that's too easy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna give me one, or am I gonna give you one?
I'll give you one.
Okay.
Concessions to order at the movie theater.
Oh, is it going?
Thank you.
Ooh. This is tough because at the movie theater I like everything, and I really only get popcorn.
After you smuggle in 15 gallons of Skittles that you bought from the dollar store.
I do smuggle in Sour Patch Kids.
Absolutely.
I could
the
smuggle
only way to
Sour
go.
Patch Kids into the White House.
Some
probably.
might say Adam could leave out the word Sour Patch in that sentence. Yep. All right, go ahead.
I can't wait for you to let it come back with a shaved head.
That's why I can't get my passport.
That's
You
right,
exposed
right
me.
there.
San Diego was a lie.
Yep.
All right. All right. I'll say
It's got to be a low number because
Laffy Taffy.
Okay. Yeah. No.
that's a good candy, but at the movie theater, I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
that's a good
all right.
pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
All right.
Colin is now eating the bag of rolled gold pretzels, and he has
Could I say former coaches?
take Taze Valley.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Or would that be?
I'll just do initials.
Okay.
I'll give year and sport. If they're listening, they're real ones.
They're not.
Yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to guess.
Yeah,
now.
I asked you the question.
Ma.
I don't even know. This is kind of tough.
Yeah, this is hard. I mean, I liked them all.
Yeah, like how am I supposed to answer this for Cam? They're all.
To be fair,
Yeah, I did.
Cam sucked up to
My
everyone.
nose is brown. I'm gonna go. A cigarette.
What?
I guess. I mean, you guys.
What?
Don't know.
New topic?
Yeah.
Oh, for the audio listeners,
Who?
I'm mouthing the words because I don't want to dox this person. Oh, he probably doesn't know him. Do you know him?
I know him.
Yeah.
Let's get a new topic. Let's not do that.
All right.
Yeah. I was saying Brian Barnett.
10.
Golf clubs. Like
I think we did that last time.
specific one.
The one that I like, or like
Oh wait, no, we
just
didn't.
good
Not
golf?
not brand, but like the actual club.
Yeah, yeah,
Pitching
that's-
wedge.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Sand wedge.
Okay.
Okay.
Because even if you don't want to use it, you're gonna have to sometimes.
Nope. Always dropping out of the bunker.
All right.
Okay.
Bunker's always in
A
play.
little lost. What was the first question? Laffy Taffy. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cam, last one. You asked me.
I give you. Oh.
Yeah.
God, if Grant gets this, he's a genius.
We should keep a tally of our scores.
Characters in South Park. Do you watch South Park?
Not enough.
Okay.
to...
Characters in the Avengers.
She's a one. She's a one. She's a one. He's a 10.
All the women.
I'm just kidding. That was purely a joke. I don't know.
Classic.
Like Ant-Man.
Okay, that's good. Grant,
Um,
this will be big time.
Laffy Taffy.
This would be huge if we
is
could
low.
get it.
It's a good candy, but it's low in the movie theater. Sand wedge pretty low.
Sandwich.
Ant-Man is low as well. Let's say 3 or 4. I'm gonna go 4.
Wow!
Four.
Wow!
Sandwich. I feel like sandwich. That one threw
I
me.
didn't want to put it last because you are gonna hit it in the sand eventually. You're gonna have to use your
I
sandwich.
strictly
at some
use
point.
sandwich for flop shots.
Yep. I've never actually used. Actually, I have once used a sand wedge out of the
Yeah.
sand. Usually, I just
Kareem.
You
Into
know,
the
if there's water in the bunker, technically it's unplayable.
yeah
So pretty much
Get a
I
water
always
bottle
go after it rains. So
get a water bottle and pour some out.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, this has been the Eli Burgett podcast.
I feel like this might be the greatest
Without
episode of
Eli
all time.
Burgett.
We covered everything.
Not even just I'm No Genius.
Like, ever.
All podcasts on all platforms.
What did we talk
We're
about?
gonna take off.
Sports,
one.
politics.
Yeah.
And we talked about how our
passports.
day was.
Yeah.
And we
No, passports was politics.
snuck that in. To everyone listening, we love you.
Colin, you got
Donate. Colin, thank you for coming. You have been a delight.
He's waving.
If you want to donate to the Hilliard Food Pantry, you can donate at I'm No Genius Official on Venmo. Just kidding.
That might be slightly
no,
illegal.
that's messed up. Don't do that.
No, shout out the GoFundMe now. Don't
I
make
don't know
fun
if
of
they
him.
have
Oh,
one.
so now you're just making fun of him. Wow.
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 I'm sorry.
Just drive there and help them rebuild.
Adam, will you be here next week? You will not be here next week.
I'll be
Maybe.
somewhere next week.
You might be here
I
next
will
week.
be somewhere
It
next
will be in
week.
Buffalo, New York.
What if I just drive through Mexico through... Where's Costa Rica?
Adam will be locked up.
Hey, hold on. Where's Costa Rica?
Costa Rica is right there.
No, we got a giant map.
I just
We have a
pointed
map
to the big
behind
map.
us for people still somehow listening.
Yeah, all right, we're just going to say goodbye. We love you all, and...
Oh, no, that's way far away.
That's Adam, that's Grant, that's Cam. We love you, bye.